Hi there. This is a little quick reminder to always check clearance areas of your stores, your grocery stores, wherever you're going to. Go check clearance first. That's what I do. Every time I go to a store, I go check wherever they happen to have clearance areas. Target has usually on end caps. Sometimes clearance stuff is just sitting on the shelf or on the racks with the stickers there. Places like Sprouts Farmers Market, they have a little special area for clearance items that I go check first. And also they have manager specials and discontinued items still on the shelves, depending on how many and if they have staff to take them off the shelves. Sometimes they leave them on the shelves for happy shoppers to find. Once I found really expensive mustard for $1 each instead of about $5. Grabbed 2 up. It was a brand that I like, and I'm gluten-free usually, so this particular item that I'm showing you is not gluten-free, but I wanted to also explain that occasionally I do eat gluten now, as long as it doesn't have MSG or yeast extract. Lately I've been eating gluten right before I want to go to sleep. It makes me sleepy or itchy, so I can handle those two side effects of gluten, and I try to use the sleepy one to my advantage now. So I recently found these speculoos sandwich cream cookies, cinnamon spice cookies with cream cheese flavored cream. Trader Joe's has a speculoos cookie and a speculoos cream. I'm not sure what it exactly it means. I think it's just like a cookie spread. But these are a lot like an Oreo. My family used to not be able to afford Oreos, so occasionally my mom would buy those lemon sandwich creams or the generic black and white ones. Occasionally my family would buy Hydrox. That was usually cheaper in our area growing up, which actually I like Hydrox a lot more than Oreo. Sorry, Oreo, but I'm a budget person, so I'm gonna buy what's on sale, not what I love, which, you know, that's how life goes. So I buy things on sale, and then I bought these about last week. I went to, I did some errands, and then I stopped by a Sprouts because I needed a snack. Usually if I'm in another area, Trader Joe's or Sprouts, instead of going to fast food, I try to go to a grocery store and get a snack box or a banana, maybe a little tiny bag of chips or something. Try to find things on sale, so that way at least if I'm snacking on things that aren't like normal meal food, at least I'm not, you know, wasting money somewhere that I probably shouldn't be eating in the first place and don't really have the budget for. So I try to use my allotted grocery money to buy a snack or something, like banana or an apple. Sprouts has really great snack boxes for $4 to $5. So I found these, and cookies like these would probably be $2 to $5 for a little bag. It's kind of standard size of like Oreos, 14 ounce, almost a pound. I had trouble opening it, so it kind of got ripped open, and I've been keeping them in a plastic bag because I usually have big baggies to put things like this in to keep them nice. But as you can see, I've been munching on them. I've been eating them with some tea, a couple cookies every day with a 1 or 2 cups of tea. They're really delicious, but for some reason, I don't know if this is why they're on clearance, but they basically pop apart really easy. The cream is very tasty, just tastes kind of plain on the inside, and the cookie part is where all the flavor is. So definitely when you go to stores, look for clearance. I found these actually not in the clearance section, But this is also my little gentle reminder to check the whole store when you have time. Whenever you go shopping, if you have extra time to stroll around, keep an eagle eye out for any kind of clearance stickers, clearance tags. Like, for example, Walgreens has these bright orange tags. I think CVS has yellow ones, and Target has red stickers or yellow stickers depending on the store. I've seen both, and I've seen also seasonal things. So this might be a seasonal item, but I'm not sure why. It seems like it might be like a Christmas winter time type of item, but they had a huge stack and they were $1.49 each. I really should have gotten a couple, but don't really have it in my budget to buy like $20 worth of cookies. It's kind of ridiculous because then I'll eat them. But so this is a little gentle reminder, check your clearance area. And also these are amazing. I would say 10 out of 10. I would buy these again if I found them. I would probably, they're probably, I didn't see an actual regular price anywhere. So they're probably, it's a Sprouts brand, store brand. I don't know if you can see that, but Sprouts Farmers Market. They have their own store brand like Trader Joe does, or Target has, like, you know, Farmers, is it Archer's Farm and Market Pantry and Good Together. They have their own store brands. Most stores have their own store brands, and they're usually really high quality. For example, Safeway, Raley's, Target, Trader Joe, Sprouts. Like 99% of the things I've tried at those stores, their store brands are very, very high quality, and sometimes even better than, you know, a nationwide brand name, if you want to call it. So I would say that these would probably be $2 to $4 a package, and I would probably pay full price if I found these again, because these are really amazing. Just one package though. I'm on a budget, but if I found these for $1.49 again, I'll probably buy some more. But definitely wander around your store and just keep an eye out for prices that seem really ridiculously low, like $1.49 for a bag of cookies. Now that tipped me off right there, that it was not a normal price. Sprouts has actually pretty economical budget type stuff, but for a box or a bag of cookies, that's kind of a really low price, because most of their store brands, and also the nice thing about Trader Joe's and Sprouts is I usually shop there because I'm vegetarian and mostly gluten-free, so they have a lot of items I can't get at other stores. And a lot of times those brand name gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, you know, specialty type foods for specialty type, I don't want to call it a diet, but just a way of eating. Like if you're keto, or if you're low carb, or you're vegetarian or vegan or plant-based or whatever, a lot of times, because they're not in mass quantities, mass consumers buying them, they end up being a lot higher priced. And also people who eat that way, a lot of times they don't always have more of a budget, but they just get used to paying more for specialty products. But Sprouts brand, I'm still doing, you know, a little mini review or long review on Sprouts in general. But Sprouts, their generics, their store brand stuff is just really, really amazing stuff. Like anything I've bought there has been really, really great prices, and great quality. Anytime I find one of their store brands, I definitely will buy it, as is Trader Joe's. They have really high quality items as well. So definitely, if you see these sandwich cookies and they're for $1.49, it was just randomly in the store. It wasn't in the cookie aisle. It was like an end cap kind of, I don't know if it was like end of Thanksgiving, because I got them like a couple days after Thanksgiving. So maybe they just had too many at their store and they're just trying to move them. So I found that a lot of clearance items, there's literally nothing wrong with them. It's just that maybe they don't have room on their shelf and it's not a normal item that they stock all the time, or maybe the packaging is changing. That happens a lot with the higher end brands. They change their packaging every couple years. And so I'll notice, you can go online and just Google things where you look up that particular brand, and if it looks like their brand name is changing or their logos, then that would be a really good time to go buy as much as you can, because there's nothing wrong with the product. Sometimes they just like to change over and make it all consistent in the stores. I do notice on rebate apps that a lot of items that the packaging will change. Like there'll be a lot of rebates on certain products, and then a month or two later, I'll see like the product with new packaging. So, and also happens when a new product comes out, as they're trying to get people to buy it and get excited about it. So definitely go check your clearance areas, wander around, keep an eye out for special prices, get to know your store and the areas of the store that you frequent the most. I really like the pantry area, the boxed food, the canned food, the condiments. I like things that are shelf stable. I do have a little bit of a stockpile for me, and mine's hidden and squirreled away. But I definitely like, whenever I get a really good deal on foods, usually I'll buy one, or I'll buy a few. Usually it's pretty safe if it's really cheap to buy a few, and then what I do is before I put it away and stockpile it, I'll try one at least, and then if I absolutely hate it, it's just not my taste, or it's just not, my cup of tea, then I'll donate it or give it away, find someone else who likes it. So that way at least I'm not gonna like have a stockpile of things I'm definitely not wanting to eat. So that's a little technique I do with stockpiling. And when I find something that's a really good price on something that's like a specialty item, like gluten-free pasta, once I found it on clearance at Sprouts, very expensive pasta. It was like $6, $7, $8 a box normally, depending on the variety, and it was like $1.99 each, and it was 3 or 4 servings, and it's the kind of pasta that you can just portion out and then cook it when you want it. It was more of like a rice noodle. I make my own ramen basically, and it was such a good deal. I bought all of them. I think there was only like 6, but that's like $12 of pasta, and if it was $6 originally times 6, that'd be $36 of pasta, which I can't afford that. So sometimes spending a little bit more money at one time, it seems like it's not really cost effective, but in the long run, now I have pasta, rice noodles for a couple months at least. So I'll do that with certain things that are specialty items that I can't find anywhere else. And I ended up really enjoying it. Like it was just, a rice noodle, and it worked really well for the soups I was making. So I add little things to it, but definitely check out your clearance areas. Wander around, get to know the areas of the store that are your favorites. Like I don't go look at meat. Like I don't ever know if meat is on sale because I don't go look at it. I don't eat meat. Very, very, very rarely I will eat maybe salmon or tuna or some kind of fish, but I don't eat any other seafood, and I don't eat chicken, lamb, beef, pork. I don't eat any of those other things, so I don't go look at those things. Occasionally I'll happen to walk by and see something. I did buy a whole bunch of meat for a friend the other day. It was like massively on sale. So if you do buy meat, or fish or whatever, if you eat, like I found just a really ridiculously low price on meat that needed to go, and it was something I could freeze. So I bought about 10 of them, and I basically bought them as presents. So anytime my family visits, they can cook it when they visit. And so it's a little something I could do. It was, instead of like $8 each, they were 50 cents each. So yeah, so I basically spent like $5. So I have a budget for buying other people things for holiday gifts and presents, and just because gifts. So that's something important to me, is to be able to donate things and also to give things. So that's in my budget though. So if I had some cash in my pocket, and that was in my budget, so I was able to feel good about spending that money on the product that my family and friends would really enjoy. So I did it. So yeah, so I definitely saving money, couponing for things like toothpaste and shampoo and other things that I need in the long run. That money that you save on those items, you can put towards your budget for food, because food is just ridiculously expensive, and it's not really getting cheaper. The only way you can get things cheaper is on sales or clearance, or using coupons, or using rebate apps. Price of food is just going up and up and up. And other items, even toothpaste and shampoos and things, the bottles are getting smaller. Prices are going up just a little bit at a time, but just enough that 50 cents could make a huge difference on buying a new bottle of shampoo when you need it. So definitely try your best to budget your money and look at clearance areas first. I usually, I go to the clearance section first, and then I buy what I try to go to the grocery store with a little bit extra money than what I'm budgeting for the necessities on my list. So that way, if I do find a good deal, I can take it, I can buy it. So hopefully, some of that is a little bit informative. Maybe, told you something new about your grocery store maybe you didn't know. So, and if you find these at Sprouts, definitely try them, because they are so good. So there you go. I hope you have a really great day, and I hope you save some money this week. Bye.